2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Price. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll give to Price running right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Price. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Commanders, nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Price. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Commanders nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing now is Daniels. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
To throw is Daniels. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team. And tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe this wasn't ready to play.
Now, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's the electric return man getting involved in the passing game. Rashid Shaheed. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Daniels looking to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now Daniels. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Mixon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, here's Price. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Seahawks 28, Commanders nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 6. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run on first down with Price. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll run again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
For a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Barbell.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 30 yards. And the Seahawks just continue to roll. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Seahawks 49. Commanders nothing. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action. Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Daniels. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their face.
And he is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Jake Moody now for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half. Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he fires one incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're going to try and throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a give running left is Price. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's caught. Downfield, it's Lane. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they would set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Commander is 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Daniels. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks will take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, Price trying the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 224 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Adafe Owe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. A give running right, it's Price with it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A give, it's Price. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And the Seahawks first down.
Going right back to Price. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the score.
That's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a toss, running left, it's Price. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Price. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A give up the middle to Price. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Price. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70. Commanders 7. Michael Dixon,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.